Hello cookies, it's Siri, I'm back, and today for this 14th episode of 31 Days of Christmas, I'm bringing you a get to know me video. This was requested by Fien. I'm not sure if you pronounce your name Fien, but I read it Fien, so if it's wrong, please let me know in the comments below, or on Instagram, or just, contact me and let me know how to pronounce your name. So I'm doing this for you, and I hope that you guys, our cookies, will also enjoy this video. So the first question is of course from Fien. So you were basically wondering how I got in Sweden. Well, I'm actually from Madagascar. I left Madagascar when I was 17 to study filmmaking in Singapore, and that was actually hard for me because I didn't speak English back then. So I remember that I arrived 1 week before university started, and I always had my mini dictionary with me, and I was just so stressed out all the time, and I always had massive headaches because I had to focus extra hard to try to understand what people were saying, what the teachers were saying, my classmates who were trying to talk to me, but I just understood half of what they were saying and I couldn't reply back, so I think they thought that I was more or less very stupid. About 6 months before I finished my studies, I met my ex-boyfriend, and two weeks after we met, he was like, hey, do you want to move to Sweden after you're done with your studies? And it took me literally 2 seconds to be like, yeah, sure. And that's how I ended up in Sweden. The next 3 questions are from the Daisy girl, Stephanie. Hello! And she's asking me how long I have been with John. So John, who is my current boyfriend, is not the same boyfriend I moved with to Sweden. We broke up like as soon as we arrived to Sweden almost, and then I stayed here because I was like, yeah, this is a challenge, I'm going to stay here. And John and I actually celebrated 1.5 years together yesterday. So yesterday we were just chilling at the spa and just enjoying our 1.5 year together and being our goofy selves. So please don't think we're fancy because we're going to the spa. That was a gift from his friends to us when we moved to this apartment. And it was a voucher that we actually never used, and we were like, okay, so it's 1.5 year yesterday, so let's go to the spa and just enjoy and play around. And we were just playing in the swimming pool, trying to drown each other and splash water at each other and tickling each other, and everybody was staring at us like, who the hell are these kids that actually look like adults? So that's basically how John and I are. Next question is, what is your all-time favorite Disney movie? Pocahontas, of course. Even though I really passionately hate the end of that movie, the second one is horrible. I really don't like it. The second Pocahontas is just, what the hell? What the hell? This is horrible. I remember that even as a child seeing it, I thought, are Disney movies supposed to end up with one character being like heartbroken? I don't know. And like the first movie got me so puzzled, and up until now I just get so angry. I'm like, why? It's like, it's the only freaking Disney movie that ends up so sad and so annoying, and as the main characters being apart from each other and saying goodbye and not knowing if they will ever meet again. So I love Pocahontas, but I also hate it. So I guess it's kind of like we're working on our relationship. So it's still the Daisy girl, aka Stephanie's question now, and she says, how old were you when you first got into makeup? So now I'm 23 and I started 2 years ago, so I guess when I was 21. Now it's time to answer Jade Chardet's questions. Wow, you have a really nice name. Thumbs up for that. And she says, how did you first get into makeup? So I'm the type of person who was never interested in makeup until I moved to Singapore. When I moved to Singapore, I was like, okay, I need the basics, and honestly I'm glad that I don't have photos for that time, because okay, so let me just tell you that the first night I went clubbing was when I turned 18, and I only had foundation and black eyeshadow on my face. That's it. Oh my god, I almost choked myself. Did you hear that? I was like, yes, foundation and black eyeshadow. No eyebrows, no blush, no nothing. No nothing. And I'm so happy I have no photo of that night. Funny enough, I don't know why. I think the reason is because I didn't own a smartphone before I moved to Sweden. I never found them really useful. So like, I didn't take any photos of myself, and since we were drinking quite a lot that night, nobody took photos. And I'm really thankful for that. When I moved to Sweden, I was always at home, so I was studying Swedish part-time, and then half of the day I was at home or at the gym. But when I was at home, I had nothing to do, and I found out Instagram. I love dogs, and when I found out that there were dog accounts on Instagram, I was like, I have to make an Instagram account for myself just so I could watch dogs every day and browse through videos. I will post the links down below of my favorite dog accounts so you can check them out because it's just so nice. It just makes me really happy to see dogs. And then just one day I found out Style by Cat. I don't know, it was just very random. I think she was on the popular page or something. But I found out about her and I saw that her makeup looks were just really creative and really fun. And honestly, I didn't know that much about makeup, and I didn't know you could make things that were so beautiful and that looked so much like art, and that really, I don't know, I like awoken something in me and I was like, wow, this is really cool. This is something I want to try as well. Then I started to do small things by myself. I had my old Sephora palette, I had, you know, those plastic really old brushes, and I was just trying to do weird things. And then Style by Cat noticed me and she shared me once, I think, and she was really sweet to me and I felt encouraged, so I just continued doing my things, and that's just basically how it happened. And that's the end of the video, you guys. This video probably ended up being really long and I apologize about that. This is why I don't really like doing these things, because I want to keep my videos short and concise, but you asked me questions and Fian, you insisted on me doing this, so I'm doing it for you. And I hope that you found some interesting facts or that it wasn't too boring. And if you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and let me know if you want more of these things about myself videos, because this is a channel that is about beauty and makeup, not about Eerie. By the way, my name is pronounced Eerie. Actually, you pronounce it ear, but most people can't do the E that goes down. It's not Eerie, it's more E, like it goes down like that. So it's not Irie, it's ear or eerie, if you can say it. I hope you enjoyed and subscribe. I promise that I don't have as weird content as this video. If you enjoyed, thumbs up again. And I will see you tomorrow then. Bye bye!